Our guest is Chris Riley, the Belfast High School cross-country coach. And Chris, you took the kids out to Brookings.
Yeah, we had a bit of a trip this last week, Thursday. It was originally supposed to be homecoming week, so we weren't going to run Friday on the actual homecoming day. So we were going to Brookings Thursday. It was kind of a makeup for a Sioux Falls meet that was canceled. We wanted a little flatter, faster course, and headed quite a ways East River to find that. But it was a good day for us and a fun trip.
You guys are doing great. Tell us about Sawyer.
Yeah, Sawyer Clarkson, our sophomore, had a great day out there. He reset his school record. Took 7 seconds off his previous best. He ran 16:18. He battled a couple Aberdeen Central boys for the first 2 miles or so, and I think it was fun for him to battle some different kids he doesn't normally get a race against. And then in the third mile, he just kind of pulled away and did his thing and won it by about 5 seconds, I think. But it looked pretty commanding at the end. He looked very comfortable, and he got after it, but he looked very competitive and very smooth.
Has Sawyer run on that course at Brookings before?
Nope, none of our kids had run that course before.
Okay. So brand new.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to see some different kids, a lot of AA schools from Sioux Falls and that surrounding area, and then a whole new course. For our kids, they showed up and they said, wow, this is really flat. And all the other kids from those schools around there said, this is pretty hilly. So somewhere in the middle.
In cross country, do you like a flatter course?
I think while you're running, you probably like a flatter course. I appreciate the challenge of hills. Some of our kids do as well. Of course, training out here lends itself to that. Sawyer certainly is a runner that likes a hill and gets after on the hills and can make some big moves on those. It can be tough because you have kids that try to compare times with their peers, and that's just hard to do when you're running all over the state on different courses and different terrain, different elevation. So it was nice for us to go to a little faster course and maybe feel a little boost of confidence now.
How was the weather?
It was pretty hot, but it was nice. It was calm. You can get windy days, especially out there this time of year, obviously. So it was a very calm day, a little warm, but you can handle the heat okay. We're pretty well trained for that this time of year. Otherwise, it was a gorgeous day.
Yeah. How about the other kids?
Yeah, so besides Sawyer and varsity boys, Aiden Voiles had a big PR, under 19 minutes for the first time. He's a freshman and running really well. He's our solid number 2 right now. Cole Hockenberry, that was his first meet of the year. He had football conflict the first one, and was going through concussion protocol at our home invite still. So that was his first meet of the year. He ran well. Devin Nowajewski had a season best time, a little bit behind Cole. Nick Lambert had a season best time, so the varsity boys are clicking. We're not where we want to be, but also it's still kind of in the midpoint of our season, and we got a little bit of time to get to where we want to be. So on the varsity boys, that's how we shook out. On the JV boys, we had a nice solid pack of Jaden Jensen, Harley Rivera, Dustin Kolb, and Isaac McKinney. They were pretty tight together. Very competitive race with all those Sioux Falls schools. They have big, huge squads, so they bring a lot of kids to those. So they've got kids that could easily be varsity out here running JV. So I was happy the way they competed and got after it. Varsity girls, we had Ava Allen was 7th and Allison Hayes 14th, so they both medaled and were very competitive with some of those girls. They're not used to racing necessarily, but they were tough and really battled the course. And then JV girls, Jasmine Jensen had her best race of her young career. She's a senior, but her first year in cross country. Annika Main was solid, and then Alana Pomeranke was also in that race.
What you got coming up?
Yeah, so we go to Lee Deadwood Invite instead of Sturgis this week. We're going to hit Lee Deadwood. They host regions in a couple of weeks, so none of our kids outside of Cole have ever seen that course, and Cole was a 6th grader running the 3K last time he saw it. It's been 5 years since we went there, so I thought it was good for our kids to see the region course and what it looks like, maybe some strategic ideas for the region meet in a couple weeks. So we're going to hit that, and they have a middle school Division II, so we'll take the whole crew to Lee Deadwood at Tomahawk Country Club, and that's a beautiful course this time of year. There'll be some nice change of leaves up there, and pretty challenging though. You're at elevation, you got a decent hill to get up, so it should be a good time.
Chris, when you talk about strategic ideas, what can you do to get ready?
Yeah, I mean, most of all, you just want to be in good enough shape that you can be confident and run hard the whole race, but it's important to know nuances of course too, maybe where some of the bigger hills are, if there's sharp turns, this or that, maybe where you want to put some surges in or try to break away from somebody or you can close a gap. It's just nice to know what's coming.
Okay. All right, Chris Riley, Belfast High School cross country coach, always enjoy taking time to visit about the program.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it.